Hello guys, today I'm gonna do a video that is requested by many people, and it's a video on how to do the shadowing and shading in anime drawings. So let's get started. So I've drawn this drawing and I've left out all the shadows and shading so that we can do it real time, so that you can do it real time with me. But of course you don't have this drawing, so you just do it on your drawing. Okay, so I always start off with by shading the hair. The way I do this is just lay flat the pencil and then go diagonally, and then just apply pressure and do the shading. And of course there are many styles on how you can do the shadowing and shading. Some people like to have the strokes, the diagonal strokes. But I don't like that because I think it's very hard to get the same flow on every single stroke. So for people like me who can't be consistent with their strokes, I think it's a better idea to just do it like me, just have the same pressure. And something very important to remember is to have the same pressure. So if you apply too much pressure, you'll see that some places will be much darker than other places, and that does not look cool. You want to have the same darkness on the hair, and that's it. And then let me just zoom in a little bit, and let's just be quick and do the shadowing for the eye. So the way I do this is like that. Hope you can see it clearly. Those two half circles are the highlight, and then I'm just going to shadow this part. That's pretty much it. Very simple. Of course there are more better way, not better way, but more realistic way, sophisticated ways to draw the eyes that requires more strokes and being more detailed, but whatever. And then I just proceed with below the cheek, the chin. Yeah, it's a chin. And then shadows around the neck. So there are different ways. A lot of times you have to think about where the light is coming from, but I'm not really thinking about that right now. I'm just going to shadow all the places that is going to be very deep, very hidden. Of course, armpits, very popular place to shadow. And then a bent elbow, the inside of it, also very popular. And then below this arm a little bit, and then below both arms, of course. Just remember that the shadows have to follow the outline of where the shadow is being cast from. So in this case it's being cast from the arm because the arm is blocking the light, so the outline for the shadow has to be the same as the outline for the arm. And then shadows below the book she's holding, and then not shadow there, just like that. And then of course some shadow because you see there's a bulk of the cloth there, so some shadows below it. No, I'm going to just do it all around. Maybe not that much there because there's not much of a bulk there. And then of course here a much larger shadow because of the arm. And then the crouch, I think it's called the crouch. I'm not sure. Maybe you can tell me in the comment section below. But you know, when you have these creases, your shadow should be, you know, following this crease out, like you know, like a spike. I don't know how to explain it. You know, just follow me. You know, just the reason I do this, you know, real time is for you guys to, you know, be able to follow my strokes. Should have more creases there, but whatever. It shouldn't. Whatever. Look a little bit strange here. But let me just zoom out a little bit. Now there's a lot more depth into this character. I just need to add a little bit more shadows around there. For example, on top of the book. And then shadows on the side here. And then inside of this. Here too. And then here. And then a shadow being cast from this here. Oh, I'm sorry. No, a shadow like that. And then this part, maybe no shadow. That's okay. And then of course some shadows being cast on the book. Okay, so zoom out, and then, oh, I forgot this part, very important. And then let me just add some shadow behind this. Behind this whole thing, maybe this whole thing. Yeah, that's about it. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Looks very okay. And of course, one last thing, I forgot it, and it's under the nose. Very normal place. You just have a little bit of shadow, and remember to be very light here. You don't want it to be, you know, mixed up with the dot for the nose. That does not look cool. And by the way, I also forgot this thing. there's a lot of things I forget. Shadow being cast from this hair, and then of course shadow behind the ear. And actually I should have some strokes for, you know, whatever. Let's just have shadow here. No, really I should have some strokes for, you know, because it's a ponytail. You can't see it, but it's a ponytail, so I have to add some lines to indicate that the hair is being drawn backwards. So yeah, that's it. Looks a little bit strange, really. But you know, whatever. No, that looked honestly not cool. Okay, so I've only shaded the hair now, and I've done the shadowing pretty much. There's maybe some places that I forget, but I will, you know, if I remember it, I will do it. But now let's just do some shadowing. For example, the pants. Let's just, you know, have a shade all over it. And remember that the darker a place is, you know, the darker shade part of a part has, then the darker the shadow has to be. That is because, you know, the shadow has to be, you know, visible. So just remember that. the darkness of the shadows is dependent on the darkness of the thing the shadow is on. Okay, and let's just have shadows, no, I mean shading on the book. Very, very important to have the same pressure, a consistent pressure. You might not be good at it at first, but you get good at it, you know, when you've done it a lot of times. And it's not really that hard. You just do it very lightly, and then if you see that it becomes a little bit too light, then you just add a little bit more pressure and adding, and soon you will have, you know, the thing that you want. But now let's just zoom out and let me just look at this. Pretty good. So I think honestly that we are done. I just need to, you know, make this a little bit darker. So I don't know what I can do more, and I think we are done. If you can see something that is incomplete, tell me. But of course there's always something you can change about it. But you know, one last thing that you maybe want to have is it's the blushes. So let me just add some blushes. You know, the first time you add some blushes, it will feel very strange, you know, to draw straight all over your drawing, but it will turn out to be a little bit okay. This one didn't look that okay though, but you know, whatever. I think we are done. So yes, thank you guys for watching, and finally I've done another request. So and I think I would do, you know, more requests from now on, because you know I've been really busy, and you know your request is, you know, the thing that are being requested is really hard for me to draw because I'm not really good at it too. But I will try, and I hope you guys learned something new, and I hope you guys like this video, and keep the requests coming, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.